Hello, Mickey. How you doing? Oh, not much. The title's just a little bit of a message because it seems clear that some people are trying to run me off YouTube. I'd say what, three different people on one panel this afternoon slash this evening. Hello, 3, 2, 1. How you doing? Uh, yeah. So just a bit of a message. Uh, well, Vega. He's not very good at his job. Uh, but the other two, though, I mean, the other one, funny, really. She was not too long ago. She was like, I'm gonna get a new YouTube, gonna get a new YouTube, and all that. Look, he's in the fucking chat. He's in the chat. Oh, he's in the chat. I'm gonna go and cry now. And now she's basically grown some balls out of nowhere, and now she's the world's heart. Well, she's YouTube's hardest woman, and now she jumps up whenever people are giving me shit, just putting her 10 bobs worth. Quite sad, really. She knows who she is. Don't need to go say her fucking name. But all I'm going to go and say to you, though, love, yeah, is you ain't going to run me off, and you don't actually really bother me. So keep trying. Yeah, it ain't going to work. And I think this is already because I didn't agree with you what you said about my friend. Uh, you know, which I think is quite pathetic, really. But 45 years old, but acting like a fucking child. Cool. You do what you want to go and do, but you won't run me off. So try your hardest, but I doubt that you'll match Vega, and he ain't been successful yet. And then the other one, Tyrone. Uh, Hello, Laos. It's seen you around. Tyrone, this is just a bit of a message to you. All right, now I don't know if you're watching or you're in the background, but I'm not going to go and say the names. But Tyrone, it'll be a repeat of last time because the reason why you got doxxed before was because certain things were aired on your panel. The people can't be fucked to go and do their own live streams, and they're happy enough to go and air it on your panel and change the whole entire dynamic of the conversation. Yeah, because they don't want to go and set up their own live. They're fucking using you, Tyrone. All right, yeah, and I can see exactly what's going to happen. Tyrone, you know she don't care. She will fucking take down your channel in a tick. She's done it before, when she doxed you. She will do it again. You know she don't care, Tyrone. So just a bit of words of advice. I know you ain't going to go and, take it on board. You don't have to, Tyrone. But those people on your panel, all right, and in the fucking chat as well, all those dickheads in the fucking chat, all right, who don't say shit because they all want fucking, to hear all the gossip and all the drama. It's pathetic. And all you people say big up Tyrone, how much you fucking like him. Get to fuck. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Ain't fuck all. Do you know what? I call Grumpy a rapist in the chat, and that was fucking wrong of me. But I'm only apologising on behalf of Tyrone. Yeah. Shouldn't have gone and said that in this fucking chat. But apart from that, though, I did mean the words towards Grumpy. Just shouldn't have gone and said it. But I can't go and say the same for all the other cunts, though, because they don't really mind airing it in other people's panels. It's fucking boring. Jesus Christ. And then fucking Vega, if you're listening, Vega, you've gone and called me all sorts. You've gone and put around a narrative on Bounce and Rats panel that I was apparently creating a fucking paedophile ring with Sir. And then you're on the fucking panel crying like a bitch because people have gone and said that you're on a fucking somewhat register or whatever. Faces of YouTube or whoever else it is. And obviously it's UK ladies, we all fucking know. Yeah. It's hypocrisy coming out of you guys' fucking mouth. So you don't really mind labelling our people's fucking nonsense. But when it all comes back to you, though, you absolutely fucking hate it. You're full of fucking shit, Vega. Yeah? Absolutely full of it. The rest of you cunts. You're all full of fucking crap. Yeah? And Jersey Rule Sniffer, you ain't welcome on my channel no more. You ain't welcome in the fucking chat. You can get yourself fucked. You can go and tire me out as much as you want in fucking Tyrone's chat. Alright, to be a bitch. Alright, yeah. I'll still go on his panel. Yeah. But you ain't fucking welcoming in no more, Jersey. We had this conversation some weeks back. People full of fucking shit. You don't care about Tyrone. Fucking mugs. Alright, Sheriff Whiteteeth. You can fuck off for 300s because that ain't even funny. Anyway, how is everyone doing? That Tyrone one boring prick. Laos, let me just get something straight here. Alright, boring prick. Well, have you not noticed something? The reason why people airing dirty laundry on his panel? Because they think they're going to go and spice it up. And you call him a boring prick? Do you know what? He may be a boring prick, but do you know what? At least you can get a fucking normal conversation out of him. Honestly, I can't go and say the same about the rest of you mugs, to be quite honest. So you go and call Tyrone boring. I won't go and say it was boring. I'll just go and say it's him. You don't fucking like it, don't watch it. Simple. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't give a fuck where Jersey's from. Oh, hello, ghosters. Know who you all are. Probably the same toxic cunts who all sit back and lick fucking Michelle Z's ass. You know, the mother of the pact. Anybody fucking, you know, goes against Michelle. We all know what happens, eh? That's why they ain't got the fucking bollocks. None of them have to go against her. You're all too fucking afraid of her looking into your private lives. Bunch of fucking pussies. Because you know that's what she'll go and do. Bunch of fucking pussies. The lawyer. Did London go accept? I'm not going to go into that. It wasn't what I thought it was. I'm not going to go into that. There was no apology needed. Yeah, yeah, afraid. Of course they are. You imagine they all spoke up about Michelle, you know, and the fact that she's just a horrible bullying little cunt who likes to pick on people with clear fucking mental problems. And all those same wankers fucking sat in their chat and didn't go and say nothing. And the same people will be fucking on your ass when one of them goes and calls you a nonce, and then you go and call them a rapist, for instance. Because fuck it, you go and call me a nonce, go and call you a rapist. Yeah. And then the mods all of a sudden will jump all over you. You know, all the shithouse mods. You know, don't do their jobs. They're biased little fucks. You know, the little wolf pack group. You know, lurk in his fucking chat and talk shit. The Sniffer family has always been respectable. I used to actually get on with Josie 321. I did. I used to get with him quite well. Till he made his way to fucking Sparky's panel. And then what happened from there is well, turned against me. And all of a sudden he was up Michelle's arse and all the other lot's asses. And then what they go and do, they don't like you. Oh, he's a wrong. That person's a wrong. Oh, do you know what? Let's just go up there and make him feel very, very unwanted. I won't fucking free. Because this is coming from the same fucking women. All right, yeah. Who one of them's gonna say to me, your mother should have gone and swallowed you. Like, man, fuck me. The ass kissing that comes from some of these people is absolutely pathetic. It's laughable, really. You're ass kissing just to be in a group, just to feel accepted. How fucking sad. Literally. Some people's minds really that fucking weak. That you've literally got to go and kiss, someone's ass. Oh, look, Michelle. I said it. No. I said, Michelle. No. Michelle, I hope it's been clear. And you see, Michelle, are you proud of me, Michelle? Yeah, that sort of fucking shit. Proud of me, Vega. Fucking said it. Look, you're proud of me. Fucking jokers. Oh, BBA. Let me ask you a question. I'm glad you're going to pop to there, actually, BBA. You moaned about now today, well, I moaned about retards like you. Because once upon a time, you and Michelle didn't used to get on, did ya? Hey, you fucking twat. But then, BBA, not only am I banned in your channel, you ain't going to get banned in here, though. But do watch what you say, though, BBA. Because you know that shit ain't allowed in here. And by the way, it's very fucking disgusting what you actually said about JOJ, by the way. That clip from 6 months ago, which I only saw the other day, where you literally basically classified his dead missus as a child. Now, hold on. She's a child, is she? So if she was a child, then she wouldn't have been accepted into, and she didn't have the mind state. How the fuck could she be an actor? And how would she have been able to have a child? Exactly. And then, do you know personally, from all the shit you were saying? I don't think you do. You were just fucking using it just to go at fucking JOJ, wasn't ya? Pathetic, man. Using that man's fucking dead missus, all you bunch of pricks. Using his dead missus, for scoring fucking brownie points. And you call yourself a fucking respectable man. Fucking begging cunt. That's all you are. Hey, BBA. Just a begging piece of shit. I stick to what I said, Benson. Yeah. Well, you would though, BBA. You fucking would though, wouldn't ya? Think it makes you a fucking tough man, does it? Until someone goes and says something, say for instance your missus died, BBA. How would you feel people started fucking taking a poke at, bringing up your missus or one of your family members because they passed away? You'd be fucking upset, I bet, wouldn't you? You'd be like, don't you fucking dare go and bring my fucking, that person, this person into it. But you're happy though to go and bring his fucking dead missus into it and you stand by your words. Well, no wonder why you get on with fucking Michelle, seeing all the other lot so well. You're all full of fucking shit. Ain't ya? Hey, BBA. All full of crap. You do what? Well, to be quite honest, I don't care if I'm not banned in your channel, BB. I've got no fucking interest in coming in yours. To be quite honest with you. To tell you what will happen. You see, in here, the mods aren't allowed to do personal timeouts. And if they have done, I have mods that I know personally who will tell me, and then that person will get a kick up the arse. But the mods in your channel, though, and other people's channels, like to do personal timeouts, don't they, BBA? They like to go and talk shit. Don't they, BBA? So, I wouldn't even come in your fucking chat, because no full fucking well, you mugs and your egos always get the better of you. Don't they, BBA? And then what then happens is get personal timeouts. I have to come in on another account, or I have to go and call you all a bunch of pussy holes, because basically you're free to fucking come in and go and shout whatever crap you want, as long as it's within the lines. Yeah. But in your fucking channels though, no. You know, you allow it all to happen, BBA. You know why? Because all your precious fucking egos, isn't it? Hello, Marie. How are you doing? I hope you're well and Ron as well. Hello, Ron. You said Nathan. Chill, bro. You will burst a blood. Chill? I'm fucking very chill, BBA. BBA, tell me, how many blood vessels did you fucking break then, alright, when you was fucking cussing off fucking JOJ's missus? Uh, how many blood vessels have you got to pop, you know, when you was going at Gamer saying that he went and broke his mummy's fingers? When we all know, alright, yeah, that was exaggerated by the fucking press. And you admitted, whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, of course I know you didn't go break your mummy's fingers. No way, Gamer. Do you remember that? I do. So BBA, who's really gonna pop the blood vessel? Or is it because you just don't really like the words that I'm saying? It's not my fault, BBA, is it? I just think you're fucking full of shit, to be quite honest. I notice Society X goes live when BBA or Dave goes live. Now, like, Bear's a bit above my level. So what the fuck is this shit? Is this a competition? Is it? Sheriff White Teeth. Since when was this a competition? Is this how fucking sad YouTube's got now? That it's a competition of who can go. Hello, Si. Of who can go and cuss who the worst then? Who can be more fucking trashy? Because I'll tell you what, half the fucking words alright, yeah, that you people gone and said alright, yeah. If you got the question is, if you got the bollocks alright, yeah, to go and call someone out in the street. Now, I've gone to call Grumpy a rapist. Should I really have gone and said that to him? No, I shouldn't. Is it gone overboard? Yeah, but the guy gonna call me a nonce. Now, I've got the guts to go and say it to his face. I very, very much debate that the rest of you have, though. I debate it very, very much. Because after you cunt, you're very, very tough behind your fucking screens. Nope. Personal timeouts not allowed. All right then. So BBA, if I come in your, all right, I tell you what. Then we're gonna go and set a little bit of a target here. So basically, I'm gonna go and sub to you, and I'm gonna go in your chat and see how long it takes for me to get personally timed out, or how long it takes for me to get targeted by the cunts in your chat. Because we all know what happens, BBA, don't we? So I'm gonna comment and I'm gonna go see how long it takes, just for the sake of it, and then I'll fuck off. BBA, because I know it does happen. Yeah, I'm alright with it. Absolutely loads over the years. And absolutely loads over the years. What are you talking about? Loads over the years, BBA. Yes, I allow as much free speech as possible. Yes, I. That's a load of fucking bollocks. Tell you what, BBA. Would you like the link? Because you won't get kicked off here, BBA. Would you like the fucking link so we can literally go and talk about this voice to voice, shall we? BBA. Should we go and do that? Fucking hell, man. So you fuck me. I don't think I've ever known somebody so full of fucking shit in my life. And don't worry, I don't need you for content, BBA. You know I'm not about that. Come on, man. Don't need content. But you know, you're swinging fucking bullshit in my fucking chat. You know, you literally, stand by your words. What you went and said about someone's dead missus, and you're literally fucking denying that your chat is very, very biased, and so are your mods. Tell you what, here we go. Let's do this. If it doesn't, I'm hoping it's going to go and post in it. If it doesn't, I have to go on fucking YouTube and do it. Nope, gonna have to go on YouTube. Argue at all. See if you do come up. Links in the chat. See if you do come up, BBA. Whether you do come up here or not, I'm not really asked, by the way. But, you know, the guy who consistently was moaning about JOJ and it don't even fucking stop for you guys. And you're literally accusing me of moaning. Just to be accepted within the group, within the pact. I'm not in here for approval, BBA. And, you know, I stand by myself on it. I can't really go and say the same for the rest of you, though. Alright, BB8, the link is on my community page. Fucking sorted that out. Yep, and that's sorted that out. Now I can see all the other comments. Hello, Donna. Even the link is not in the chat. It's not in the chat. Fucking hell. Mickey, do me a favour if you can. Copy the link from my community page and stick it in the fucking chat. If you can. The link's on the community page. Alright, cool, Mickey. Question. Anybody in this chat, whether or not BBA, hello Jojo. How you doing? Who in this chat, apart from Sheriff Whiteteeth and apart from Laos, can copy links from our community page and stick a link in the fucking chat? Who can do it? Because Mickey can't. Mickey, I'm blocked, Nathan. Alright, give me a sec, BBA. Bear me a minute. Guests. Dirty, 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 dirty. Where is? There you go. Try it now. Try it now, Bear. Should work now.
Oh, Nathan, you're a cock.
I love you too, Si.
I just thought I can copy and paste if you want, but I'll go if you want me to as well. Hey, doesn't he look
No,
good?
no, you're right. You.
Oh, I don't know if you can hear
You're
me.
right.
I think I'm here.
Yeah. Can hear you perfectly well. Can hear you perfectly well, Bear.
Yeah, what's
So,
up? man? Evening, son.
so,
Yeah, how's it
Oh,
going,
mate.
man?
Yeah, good, mate. Thanks.
Good to see you.
You, mate.
It's good to see you out and about with all the gang as well. It's good, that. I like it.
I was stirring up trouble in the streets just for content.
No, it's good fun.
What's the fucking head stirred up? No trouble. What are you on
Especially
about?
the cake. I've got to
Fucking,
say,
I've seen. Oh, come on, BBA. Maybe what you know. Maybe one time, you know, one of those, you know, that guy come up to you and you know started shit, so he got put on the floor by the cops.
no, the
But
cake
apart from that, though,
touch. I love the cake stand.
apart from that, though,
The cake's done.
So, BBA.
Trouble, mate. Yes, mate.
well, you know, agree to disagree, really, isn't it? So anyway, BBA. The reason why I asked to come up here. So there's obviously things that I'm gonna miss. Now, you again think it's okay to mention. I know, look, before I go into it, I know that JOJ's a prick. All right, and you know, and all that, and he doesn't really give a fuck. We don't really see eye to eye, but
Nathan.
let me finish. Let me finish, because then you can respond. Because no point in me giving you half a fucking sentence. Now it's wrong to keep mentioning the guy's misses. Now you can reply.
Bro, some things are wrong in life. I agree with you. Does it mean that I'm not going to do them because they're wrong? Probably not. You know, I'm probably still going to do them anyway.
Well, at least we can agree on that.
Human.
Listen, I'm not going to try and sugarcoat shit, bro. I'm a cunt. I mean, I don't know what more you want from me.
I bet his ass stinks.
It's not really about what I want from you. It's about the fact, you know, let the woman fucking rest. Do you know what I'm saying? Go at him. Go at him with something else. All right, 'cause listen, you. Wait, Si, can you let me please finish? You three are all as bad as each other. He's a prick. DP's a cunt, and so are you. You're all three of you as bad as each other. Do you know what I mean? You can't be giving fucking, you know, you guys fucking sympathy, all right? Yeah, without, you know, kind of looking at the hindsight fucking picture. All three of you wankers.
Yeah,
you're all as bad as each other.
Yeah, I'll own that. I'll agree with that.
You know, I'm fucking cunt.
Fair. That's a fair comment. No, what you said's fair, man. I can't argue with what you're saying. What you're saying is correct.
You know, he tried labeling race something the other day. I saw a notification about some post that Red made about the cops to do with some woman and to do with something to do with some grape that happened, and they made a short of it, and I'm like, oh, fuck's sake, really? So, you know, him and his father, I mean,
But yeah. You know, I can't brush it up any other way, mate. You're right. I'm a cunt. I say things sometimes that are probably well below the belt, and I probably shouldn't. But as I say, I do. You know, every now and again, not as nearly as half as brutal as what I once was, but I do every now and again. I let myself down, and I say really bad things, Nate. I do. I hold my hands up to that, mate. I do.
So the way I've gonna listen. I've never thought I'd be calling people fucking rapists on fucking YouTube, but they start slinging the nonsense word around to me, so I thought, fuck it. Do you know what I mean? I didn't think I'd be calling people that. But at the end of the day, though, you do get pushed. I will give you that there. Do you know what I mean? Some people do fucking push.
Yeah, you know what I have said to you before, Nathan. You might hate to admit this, but you're in ways you are a bit like me, and unfortunately for people like me and you, it makes us targets, mate. It means that what people can do is they'll wind us up and wind us up, and they know our trigger points, so they'll use them to get the reaction they want.
Are we as bad as each other?
Listen, I'm not saying you say the same things as me, but I'm saying the way you react, the way you respond, it reminds me very similar to myself. Yeah, it does.
In many ways, Nathan, you remind me of himself, is what he's saying.
No, but
a slimmer version, obviously. A slimmer version.
I think you know, we're gonna have to agree to disagree, because it is. I kind of have got that sort of, you know, mindset and that sort of, you know, strong mentality about myself, where certain things that are said towards me would not fucking bother me one bit. I mean, for fuck's sake, I mean, Vega's still trying to fucking run me off YouTube.
You sound like
BBA
tonight.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should be run off YouTube, Nath. I don't think you should. I think you're quite a character. I think they're
not smart enough to run me off.
No, probably not.
They're not smart enough.
Character, aren't you? You know what I mean? You've got a big personality, and that. And
BBA, listen, BBA. I purposely play. I don't play a character on it, but I play a villain. And there's a reason for that. I play a villain on purpose. Listen, why am I going to go and do any difference? Because basically, look, BBA, look, the amount of shit that gets said on these fucking panels, I'm kind of that sort of person who, if I saw someone who, you know, was getting shit and they haven't really gone and done anything, you know, and I'm the sort of person to kind of, you know, go up there and speak up. I don't give a fuck about getting shit off, chatting off everybody else in that panel and getting kicked off. I don't care. Doesn't really bother me either way.
No, to be fair. I have seen that from you. To be fair, I've seen you jump up. I've done
it on Gypsy Davis, and you know what? I've got to give, if Gypsy Davis in the background watching, kudos to you, Gypsy Dave, for letting me on to you know, fuck me, Grumpy. Yeah. Did you see the clip? I bet everybody has, doesn't they?
No, I didn't. I'll be honest, Nate. I don't actually really watch too much anymore, to be honest. Like,
I don't blame you.
I was just flicking through my news feed, see you were live. I was sat listening for about 10 minutes before I thought, oh, do I dare leave a comment? But I know when I leave a comment, he's going to start going mad at me.
Well, not really mad. I'm not going to hold back.
Yeah, no, don't hold back, Nate. Don't hold back. Be you.
Never. Listen, do you know what? So funny. Listen, do you know what? Say, for instance, like you started talking about my mum, for instance, that there's only actually one person, funny enough, who I'd actually accept speaking about my mother, because I don't know why, but he just says it in humorous ways, that you can literally just come back at him with something like, you're a sweaty old cunt, and what, she won't go near you, is Vega. You know, my nemesis, who can't run me off, and I'm his nemesis, can't run each, you know, he won't fuck off, and neither will I. You know, it's like that, isn't it, BBA?
Well, I find you quite entertaining, if I'm honest.
Don't fucking tell me I'm entertaining, man. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm being serious. You do.
Sai will tell you I don't like compliments. I fucking hate them.
No, I know you don't.
I don't like them, BB. Listen, even if I had a missus, if she literally went and complimented me, I'd be like, well, fuck you anyway. Yeah. And then, you get just like the look, and then it's just like, oh, here we go. Hurricane's coming up.
To be fair, Nathan, I did see your post. Like, you put a community post about me the other week, didn't you? And to be fair, I didn't respond to it, or I wasn't gonna respond to it, because to be fair, what you put was true. I thought, I looked at it and I was like, you can't argue with that. What he's saying is true. So,
how's DP doing anyway? Is he all right? I can't.
I don't know.
I'm back.
I'm necessary, am I? I'm not insinuating.
Well, I do know that you two do go and talk offline. I'm banned from Jamie's because obviously of his missus, you know, the little protection crew, as we go and call it.
And as for that, like, and I know you don't care, and I'm not saying like you're even going to come in my lives when I do them, but if ever you get timed out and you feel that it's a personal timeout, bro, hit that StreamYard link that's always there. Come up and tell me someone's done it, and I'll call them out on it.
It's always good panel stuff, that.
I'll call them out on it.
I'm gonna hold your word to it, because I've got to be honest, BBA. You do actually do some pretty good live streams.
Like
you do, but I'll tell you what the problem is though, BBA, is you'll get this a lot. Now you'll get all the bored cunts in the fucking chat who basically they're bored and they just haven't really got the minerals or the balls, so fuck off. You know, do something else. They will just start talking shit in your chat. It all happens, and then obviously, and then the dog pile will come on, and then basically, yeah, that's what kind of happens all the fucking time. You know what I mean? But I don't give a shit.
Oh, it happens to everyone.
You know,
that's a normality.
What's that?
A lot of channels just, you know, people get timed out and then they go.
Yeah,
up
it's hard. Yeah, it's hard
get
sometimes.
Stretched out into a fucking carnival. Anyway,
this is why, like, I don't like having a spanner in it. Like when I see someone give me a spanner, so I take my spanner, and they're like, "Why?" It's like because if I see someone I don't like, I might time them out.
I'll tell you what. Listen, I've got one of the best mods on YouTube in my chat right now, which is Mickey. I did have one never conform, but we've sort of fallen out. But hopefully, you know, we can sort things out. But yeah, Mickey's in there. You know what I'm saying? He knows the deal. He knows what you don't need to give him no rules. Do you know what I mean? I was thinking about getting rid of all my mods and just having like 2 main people in there. Do you know what I mean? Chats do need mods, but they don't need loads of mods, because I think mods breed. I think people purposely go and talk shit in chats just to get timed out because they just get a giggle from it.
Yeah, maybe.
To be honest with you.
Listen,
I really do.
YouTube, like, it's obviously real, isn't it? It's like we're all real. You're breathing. We're actually speaking in real time. So I'm not like trying to dismiss it, but you have got to remember it is YouTube, and you actually made a good point. You made a good point about people not holding the same energy in person. I imagine if you met a lot of these individuals off these panels, not all of them, but I imagine there would be a good proportion of them that would that probably would have a complete different personality in the real world to what they portray on here.
I wouldn't. John would. Do you know Spandex John? He would tell you I'm the same person offline as online. I'm the same person. Don't change.
In general, I think that.
I know. There's a lot. I'll tell you what. All right. So let's go and put this for instance. All right. Do you know Ginge? He called me out the other day, yeah, because basically I brought something up in Tyrones. So one of the things I was wrong about, well, both things I was wrong about, but the one thing I was corrected about is that he cheated on her twice and all that. Now, you know, I'm not bringing this up to obviously, you know, start shit, but making a point here. He called me out for a fight, and then I accepted the fight, and then all of a sudden he's basically gone and backed out. Do you know what I mean? So some people just for the crap. Do you know what I mean? You can't be calling me out and saying, "Oh, do you know, next time when you do come down to visit Nutter and all that, you know, I'm going to come down, I'm going to go and do this, I'm going to go and do that shit." And then all of a sudden he's just basically just like, "Oh, he's going to come, you know, beat me up for a music video." No, it's not really to do with that. It's more to do with the fact that he already clearly had the music video there. Do you know what I mean? Making that about me, and you think I'm some sort of a mug. All right, then when I do go down to see Nutter's got away, all right, yeah, he's got a little pit alley, and you've got the fucking bollocks, all right, yeah, you know, James, you know, come down, and then let's see if you actually do lay hands on me.
There's a beautiful sunset tonight, guys.
It's a beautiful what?
Sunset.
I'm watching.
Repeat that again.
I'm watching it go down over the Irish Sea right now, and it's beautiful.
Irish Sea.
Yeah. The mouth of the Mersey is where it goes down for me. Into the Irish.
Tell you what, today was meant to be 17 degrees. Apparently, it feels fucking hotter than that. Anyway, Si, how are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, that's superb. That. What colours are going? It's going to be a satin sky tonight, guys. Anyway,
BBA, I haven't actually seen you around fucking Jamie's channel. What's going on?
Nothing's going on. What do you read?
Well, you just not really around there no more. You just doing your own thing.
Nah, nothing. I haven't fell out with him or nothing. Just, you know what it is? Sometimes, yeah, I want to say certain things on panel, but I seem to upset people or take it a bit too far, or my views are too extreme. So if I take it over to my own panel, then I don't upset anyone, or if I am upsetting someone, they've always got the choice to leave, haven't they?
What are the views exactly? What's it to do with?
Nothing in particular. I'm just saying, like, in general. Plus, I've got my own channel, bro, and I wanted to start doing my own lives, so that's what I'm doing.
Oh,
well, if it's talking about the real world shit, the reason why Jamie would not want that on his panel is because, you know, I've noticed this a lot, BBA. I don't know if you remember when the government was saying about they're going to be monitoring, you know, they're going to be monitoring social media and all that. So everybody was getting scared. I was still talking the fucking same. Nothing happened to me. So this is the problem, BBA. Everybody now is literally on their fucking tiptoes. And do you want to know why? I think because a lot of people who are on benefits, they kind of feel you know, that they're conforming. They're not, you know, like, you know, going against the establishment. They're literally conforming to the bullshit, because the thing is you may be happy to go and do it on your channel, and I've done it on mine as well. But the problem is here, though, the same people who are literally speaking against the establishment will not allow certain things on their channel because they're too scared of getting a fucking strike. And this is the point we've come to. So people are scared to get a strike. Then what's the fucking point, alright, of allowing debates on your channel? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't really understand that.
Listen, obviously there's terms of service, yeah? But I do feel like some people maybe worry a little bit too much in the sense of like, because I watch many channels, like podcast channels, for instance, yeah? And look at I look at some of the things that get discussed on there and the views that get shared, and they've got massive channels, bro. They're not getting shut down. It's just about how you deliver that, right? So, like, as long as you're having like a debate, both sides are allowed to be voiced on there. But it has to be maybe as an even debate, doesn't it? Like, I couldn't really just push like a extreme ideology, etc. Because if it's being debated though, and there's kind of like, well, no. I don't know. Listen, I didn't make the rules of YouTube. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I do think people sometimes worry, oh, no, you can't say that, when I think you can. Actually, YouTube is actually quite lenient compared to a lot of. Do you know what the problem?
I'll tell you what. I've done a community post about Brutal Bay because basically some shit come out, and you know she was talking some shit to do with Gypsy Dave. So I basically had enough of her, and I just think she's just a bit tad full of shit. And so is Mystical. So anyway, I done a community post about her. Now, she done a community post about me, which was probably just as harsh in my opinion. But the reason why mine was flagged up by YouTube, by the AI, whatever it is because some people will go and say it's a bit misogynistic. Well, the funny thing is, misogyny was basically used as, it's just basically a word for females who, you know, can, you know, talk the talk but can't walk the walk. Do you know what I mean? And then they just go and use it all fucking over. Oh, you're so misogynistic. Okay, so it's okay for a female to go. Yeah. It's okay for the female to basically go and say all sorts of shit to a man. But then as soon as he goes and says it all back, you can't go and say it to a fucking woman. Does that ring a bell, BB? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
You can't say, oh, you can't be saying that to a woman. Hold on a fucking second, right? They maybe not only should she not come out of her mother's minge. Do you know what I mean? Or the sperm should have, you know, just you know, dodged, you know, and not gone into the egg or whatever. Because the problem is there's too many fucking people who are like that now, and there's a lot of them on fucking YouTube, and then oh you abuse women. Fuck off! I wouldn't have fucking said I abuse women, but you didn't really stop fucking bitching about me on a fucking panel.
Yeah, so I don't. So a lot of these things, bro. Like, you know, like if someone was to say, you abuse women. I used to sit there and get really angry and wound up and frustrated and triggered, and used to always feel like I had to defend myself when, to be honest, bro, it don't matter what you do. Someone on here is always going to sit and not be happy with what you say. Yeah, I'm with you, mate. Listen, it's a different story. I do have a bit of a. I think. I even think actually, no, sorry. If a woman went to hit you, Nathan, yeah, or she did hit you, I don't think necessarily you should strike straight back. But I do think if a woman come at you proper laying into you, then just because she's a female, you should have every right to defend yourself.
She would get one warning and she'd be on her ass.
Well, there we are. I agree that
she'd
somewhere
get one
down
warning,
the line,
and then if you got like a lot of people around or man around saying, like, you can't do that to a woman. All right, then. So I'll tell you what. Then why none of you cunts, all right, you come and stop her, all right, from fucking giving me a slap. She's on her ass. I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean?
So that's like the most extreme severe side. But if we're just talking like verbal abuse, yeah. Should you just go around abusing women because you feel like it? No, you shouldn't. None of us should. Not as men. I don't think it looks good. Just a bully. But if a woman's coming at you running her mouth, then sorry, I do think that it's fair game to get it back, whether it's coming from a man or not. Because at the end of the day, no gender or sex should kind of give you a free pass to be a cunt, right?
But I'll tell you what, though, the system has literally allowed, them to go and play the victim, to be quite honest. And you can't deny that, though, BBA, because the thing is if so you'll see in the news and like they keep pushing this violence against women. Now hold the fucking second, right? Yeah, so if they could bring out say for instance, one of those things where they basically, look at the stats. But they wouldn't, on the fact that there's,
so women
it happens on both sides.
Yeah, I think women could actually be seen sometimes as more abusive because and again, you would have to do it like per capita rather than the overall statistics. But actually, like domestic violence in lesbian relationships is rife. It's like absolutely like the numbers are high. Yeah, obviously the numbers are going to be low of lesbians, but through of that low number of lesbians is a high percentage of domestic violence cases. So maybe you've got kind of like, there might be a fair argument that you're putting across there that, like I say, if you look at that, that's two females in a relationship, and there seems to be a lot of domestic violence in those relationships. So maybe there's something to look at there, that maybe also women can just be just as abusive as men. However, you do have to take into consideration that I think it's like 3 people, I want to say a week. I don't think it's a day, that's a lot. But I think it's 3 people a week in this country get murdered by a current or former partner. So,
yeah, but
so
the thing
I would
is,
say we definitely have a problem. We definitely have a problem with men
but this is the problem though. How do you know that that's the actual stats though? Because they're not going to go and show though. From what I'm actually going to notice though, they're not going to go and they're not going to go and say violence against men, because as far as everyone's concerned, you'd get laughed at if you was being slapped around by a woman. You would literally get laughed at. People be like, how the fuck can you be slapped around by a woman, man? And the next thing you know, if a man's labelled a fucking, a woman beater, he gets all the fucking man on him. This is how biased this shit is, though, BBA. It's that fucking biased. And then what you'll get then is you'll get your narcissistic women who basically, prey on the fact that, I can go and do whatever I want because I'm a fucking woman. You've seen them all over YouTube from the fucking start, BBA. And then as soon as they get it all back...
Yeah, man, woman, I think like both can be equally as bad. But yeah, like I say, I'm one of those that I believe that a woman should be able to get a mouthful back. I've give plenty of mouthfuls to females on here, and for it, I've been accused of abusing women. If someone threw that in my face today, would it bother me? It really wouldn't bother me. If that's what they want, okay, I'll accept it.
Do you know what? So I'll tell you what. For instance, just recently, fucking so it was called out that Christian Wright was being bullied by Laura. Now she was bullying him because I saw what was going on. But the thing is so she'll get her friends sticking up for her and all that. But the thing is it was actually the males calling out her behaviour, but it was mostly the females that were saying, "Oh no." Well, one female actually, which was her friend, who was saying, "No, she weren't bullying. She fucking was though. She fucking was." And you know, it's this thing, and then you're, you know, and then the narcissism comes out, and it's like, like I thought you was my friend. And obviously, that ain't gonna been said, but the fact is, fucking hell, that BBA, man. Honestly, it's like, you know, it happens a fucking lot on this goddamn fucking platform. And then the thing is as soon as you go and say, "Well, love," you know, like they'll go and say, "Well, what are you going to go and do about it?" And you're like, "All right then, love." So I'll tell you what's going to happen. All right, yeah, is basically come and touch me, and I'll basically go and slap the shit out of you. Fucking hell, that will get everybody on your ass. But she's okay, all right, yeah, to basically go and, you know, go and call you all sorts of words under the fucking sun. We'll go and say, "Oh, for instance, oh, I know where you live," and that sort of fucking shit. "I can get your address," you know, that sort of crap, man.
Yeah. Honestly, that's another thing I used to do that I really don't do anymore, is I just don't pay attention to what others are doing on here. And if they are doing something that's wrong, no disrespect, but unless they're like murdered someone, I don't think I need to come forward and talk about them or air my view on it. Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, we're all grown adults. People are going to do shit on here that you don't agree with. I don't agree, and vice versa.
It is fucking, to be honest, BBA. It's fucking boring now. It is, I mean,
could I ask you a question, Nathan? It is a genuine one. I'm not actually trying to take the piss.
Go on.
Do you, well, you know, when like you do your lives, and like what do you come on YouTube for? That's probably the question I'm asking right now. First, what do you come on YouTube for?
I don't come on here for entertainment. I don't come on here to socialise. It's just basically somewhere there. Because the thing is look, if you was to come on YouTube to socialise now, considering how fucked up shit has gotten, considering the words that get swung around, and YouTube don't go and pick it up or do anything about these people, which is the reason why it keeps happening. I mean, for instance, fuck me. I mean, Crinkle should have been kicked off fucking the YouTube platform ages ago for some of the shit he's gonna fucking said. He should have, but he hasn't. So that goes and tells you just how, you know, mad it is on there that don't get fucking picked up. Now, I come on here to just, I don't even really know, to be honest, no more. You know what I mean? I did used to come on here, you know, just for a chat, but I've made some good friends off of it, to be quite honest. One of them's in the chat right now. In fact, here you go. I'll pin him. Here.
Oh, yeah,
you know, I see him as family. Yeah. Talk to him on phone and everything. You know what I mean? Fucking, you know, proper man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like ministry, talk to him. You know, I've made some good friends off of it. You know what I mean? Did I think that was going to happen? At the end of the day, no. But I don't really know what I come on YouTube for now. I think if I'm bored or whatever, with nothing else to go and do, I'll come on a panel. So, you know, maybe get a good conversation.
Yeah. So for the most part, for myself, like. And obviously, you've seen a bit of back and forth with JOJ, but please, as where that's concerned, yeah, I probably haven't gone the right way about it, but that guy's far from whiter than white. He's on a mission. He's on a mission, and you actually go through his channel, bro, and he is onto some like mad shit, like, you know, but it is what it is anyway. But other than that, the way I kind of look at it is, if I'm not sat up here like now, just having a genuine conversation. It might be political, it might not, it might be like this, yeah? If it's not that kind of conversation, or I'm not getting banter out of it and a laugh, and then I'm not interested, bro. You know, if it's like making me angry and it's making me frustrated, or like it's winding me up in some way, I just don't reach out for YouTube. I'll get on with life. Do you know what I mean?
I was on Tyrone's earlier on, and I actually just went and jumped off the panel, and I thought, you know what, fuck this, I can see what's going on there. So I just jumped off, and then I thought, I'm going to come back another time when it's only really Tyrone on the panel, because Vega was up there, and then, you know, Vegas just couldn't, you know, just have a normal conversation for once. Do you know what I mean? And so, yeah, and then all the other lot come up, so I thought, you know, fuck this.
Yeah, honestly, that's what you should just use it for.
Just jumped off, man. Just jumped off. You know, at the end of the day, I do it quite a lot now, where I literally would just fucking just jump off. You know, I don't. You know, you get told, oh, you're rage quitting or whatever. How the fuck are you rage quitting? So I've got to stay on this panel with you people and argue, all right, yeah, just because, you know, your egos are that fucking high and big and almighty and up your ass that much that I literally need to prove a point. I don't have to come and prove fuck all. I mean, it's that boring on it now, man. Do you know what I mean? Like some of these channels, the hosts, you know, don't have no control. I mean, freedom of speech is one thing, but then literally saying some of the most nastiest of shit is another. And you know what? The fact that you can literally, you know, recognize that you did go and say some bad shit. JOJ is fucking far from perfect. He said some fucked up stuff. But the fact is, all right, yeah, that I haven't finished. I didn't finish. The fact that you can literally recognize that your words are fucked up, you know what I mean? I'll rest my case, you know what I'm saying? I'll rest my case. I've said some fucked up shit.
Listen, I kind of done it. It was intentional. Like, I knew what I was saying. I've said it because he's trying to get at me, so I know that should probably get him, as you said. If that was said to me, would it get to me? Of course it would, man. But would I be going at JOJ if he weren't just poking or putting random shit up, like lying about the fucking Discord? Like, apparently I'm fucking telling everyone where they can purchase automatic rifles from and stuff. Like, it's just insane, bro.
Hello, father.
But I will be honest, like, for the most part, like I say, I just don't entertain that kind of energy anymore, bro. It's not worth it. I don't know, like, sometimes I'll come in here and but I don't, because I do actually listen to you, actually, when you go live. Just don't comment, because I can't be asked to have you shout at me. But, right. I sometimes sit here and I think, you know what? And maybe you don't want to do that, and that's fine if you don't. But I'd like to hear more about Nathan and who Nathan is as a person and what his likes and dislikes are, and if he's got any hobbies and interests, rather than listening to you when you're having a rant about someone, bro. Like, I think there's more to you.
To be honest, this has been this conversation tonight has actually been a hell of a lot more better than we probably both thought it would be. Hey.
Well, I just thought you were going to come and shout at me.
No. All right, this one will go. Listen, he will go and tell you. A lot of people go and tell you. Do you know what, BB? I got called. You know, I get all sorts of things that you've thrown at me. I don't shout no more. I literally don't. I literally listen. You know how much of a cunt Vega is, man. Listen, when you have that fucking man, you know, trying to run you off, spinning all sorts of shit about you. Right. You got fucking people. You got people wanting, you know, to come and doorstep you. You got people, you know, saying that they've got your address and all that. I'm like, I just got to a point where, you know, I just don't really go and shout. I speak in a very, very nice, calm fucking way now. Because at the end of the day, man, they want you to start shouting. I'm known for fucking shouting. So basically, if you know, if I say for instance start shouting, that's just entertainment. So I don't give the crowd what they want, and then you get called. Then you get told that you're fucking boring. What am I boring for? What? Because I'm not gonna go and play the game. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's that fucking sad, man. But at the end of the day, do you know what? It's been a good fucking debate tonight. Do you know what I mean? It's been a good conversation. And do you know what? I've admitted I can be a prick. You've admitted you can be a prick, and you've been out of line and certified. Do you know what I mean?
No, I can be. I am a prick. I'm a certified 100%. Born and bred. See you next Tuesday. I really am. I
am as well. I'll tell you what, BB. I am as well. Do you know that I'm purposely like a prick on it or cock? No, I do literally, because look. At the end of the day, look, if we was all, you know, to try and behave, you know, on there, that's the thing, it'd be fucking boring. Do you know what I mean? It would literally be boring. But I don't, you know, like, so say for instance, fucking London girl the other day said something to me, in Discord, and I replied back with her, basically just to wind her up and be a prick. Fuck you, with a laughing face at the end. You know what I mean? Literally, man. You know, I've done that to another one of my mates. You know, just basically, you know, they're like, oh, I'm just literally just gonna, giving you some, you know, some good fucking feedback, and then you're saying fuck you. It's like, I'm only saying that because I mean, there's not really point me being like thank you, because I really, really don't like compliments, and it's just funny. It's just funny to me that way, and it's entertaining. Because if you know the person, if you both know each other that fucking well, there's not really any fucking, you know, it's kind of boring, you know, when you be like, oh, well, you know, like, cheers, mate, and all that, you know, bring a little bit of humour to it. Because look, if you both get on one, you both bounce off each other. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like you. You know, you got a miss now. You know, obviously, like, you know, for instance, she said to you, "Well, you know, well done for that, babe." You know, you go and say, "Do you know what? Thank you very much, but fuck you too." Or do you know what? Do you know what I'm saying? Like that sort of shit, and then they give you a look. Do you know what I mean? What? Like everybody's so fucking serious these days. Everybody's gone woke. Literally, you go and call someone a cunt, and everybody's arse goes. It's fucking letters. It's just letters and a word that got designed to be a fucking swear word. Literally, man. Fucking literally. It's just, you know.
But yeah,
I just,
you'd be better off doing. You'd be better off finding the panels because you. And I ain't even trying to be patronising or a dickhead, but you surprised me. You should get on more panels, man, where there's like proper topics and that and debates. Because they're like, for instance, like when you've been on Ray's panel and that, bro. Been good conversation.
Yeah.
I'm like,
well,
shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Naked don't shout all the time.
No, I've just got my days of fucking of shouting are over on it. I just can't be asked anymore. You know, I just somebody went and called my sister a fucking a slag on fucking on someone's channel. I'm just like, is that it? Literally.
Then you got to ask yourself, why would someone do that?
You know, like, what's the point of me getting angry about that? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna call my sister a slag? Do you feel better about yourself? Do you know what I mean? It's just that sort of fucking crap. I just can't be. I've been called a nonce. I've been called everything on it. Do you know what I mean? The one thing I go and say, do you know what? If he's got to go and call me a fucking ill cock and say that, then clearly there's something going on in his life. Because you know what they all go and say about those ones, all right? You know, who basically that there's clearly something going on with them in their lives, or they're not really happy or whatever. Because the fact is that you've kind of, you know, gone to calm down yourself, and you don't really come around. Some people just don't fucking change, Bear. They don't change. They keep on the same fucking shit. And some people have actually admitted on it. I'm not going to say no names, but they've actually admitted that they're not very happy. And the thing is it's kind of obvious who is and who isn't. Do you know what I mean? Like some people, they'll be on and they'll realise, you know what, that behaviour is not really getting me anywhere. It's like somebody convinced me of that. Do you know what I mean? Well, they didn't really convince me, but their words made me kind of have a bit of a second thought about, you know, apologising to two different people on here. Everybody else, I ain't gonna go and apologise because, you know, I mean most of the things that I go and say. Why am I gonna go and apologise for something I don't mean? Do you know what I mean? But two people, I owe them an apology. That was Tyrone, and I will never conform. Because Tyrone, to be honest with you, BBA, I don't know how much you tune on his now, but he, for a man of his age, he has learned, you know, because I mean, they go and say, oh, stubbornness, and obviously, you know, too stuck in their ways. He has, you know, changed his tune quite a lot on his channel. Do you know what I mean? So, and I will never conform. I was, you know, the way I went about something because my family was spoken about by some fucking punk on it and all that. So obviously I called out everyone, but then I thought to myself, do you know what, the way I've gone about this isn't really the correct fucking way for him anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because he's stuck up for me on a lot of fucking occasions. Do you know what I mean? So I asked in the wrong fucking way. Like everybody else can go fuck themselves as far as I'm concerned. But him, no, it's a bit more of a different fucking. You kind of got to keep your loyalty, you know, for, you know, those people who have been loyal towards you. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you kind of,
to be honest, bro,
you know,
I'm sure if you go, or you've got a way to, or whatever, I'm sure if you reached out to I Will Never Conform, bro, he's a reasonable guy.
He's got some things going on. Do you know what I mean? I was going to give him a community post and ask him if he's all right, but he's been off YouTube for quite some days. He's just got things going on. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, though, man, you know, when he comes back, if he does accept the apology and whatever, and then we can have a good chat, and that's up to him. But you know, if he don't, then I hope that he, you know, has a good one, and we can, you know, just move on. He can go his way, I can go my way. But like I'm saying, everybody else can get fucked. Do you know what I mean? BBA, you've been there yourself. Do you know what I mean? The dog piling. Do you know what I mean? Some people just want to should we say that they kind of just, you know, just want to come in and just be a prick? Whereas, you know, a lot of this bullshit that's going on now, it's just like, why can't people just go and talk about what they're going to go and do next week and the week after that? But instead, that they're just talking about fucking just about bollocks. Do you know what I mean? It's just the same shit, pretty much. And some people love that. They just.
Again, Nate, I'll be honest, I don't see any of it anymore, and that's just because
I see a
sometimes
lot
I'll
of
go
it.
into a. I know I'll go into a lot. There's people I like watching, man. Some of them you may not like, but I like watching them. But there's times where, like, if I was to say drop into their channel, turn the live on, and there's like some drama go, I'll just not bother and just go watch something else. Because one, I don't see enough of it to even know what people are going on about for a start. So when I go in and there's a drama going on, I ain't up to speed with what's going on. So it's kind of pointless. Got no input. And two, like I say, man, it's just not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for either decent debate conversations or just a bit of piss take and banter, bro. Like, and it can be really stupid, fucking just taking the piss out of each other. But like, yeah, I like it. It's a laugh sometimes, you know.
Some, you know, some people just have their moments on YouTube and then they grow out of it. Like I've grown out of it. Do you know what I mean? We're just fucking people just growing up. Do you know what I'm saying? And it just gets boring now. You just kind of think this is a fucking waste of time. You know.
Yeah. So.
Anyway.
Yeah, man. It's what it is, isn't it? Just like I say, don't entertain the net. Don't. You will only ever get out of something like, you know, if you go into a fucking toxic environment, it's only going to lead you to either act toxic or feel bad in some way. So don't be around it, bro. That would be my only advice. It's kind of helped me over the years. Well, I'd say over the last couple of years, it's helped me.
Yeah, I literally just tried to just fucking stay away from a lot of that fucking shit. I mean, there may be the odd time where literally, you know, something said or whatever, but most of the time, no, I literally just rather have a good conversation. But, you know, some people just can't really let that fucking happen. They kind of want to go and talk shit and it be all about them.
Yeah. That happens.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, listen, I was going to say, I'm going to jump down anyway, bro. I'm going to go.
Yeah, I'm ending this. I'm ending this anyway.
Yeah, take care of yourself, bro. And like I say, you're always
welcome.
Even if it is in the chat, like, anyone times you out, bro, and you feel like it, you know what I mean? You've come in and just been timed out or something because someone don't like you. Even if you're not staying on panel, jump up so I know. Because if you get blocked, I ain't going to know, am I?
To be honest, I think I'll probably just go and stay out of your fucking chat unless there's people then I want to go and say hello to, and then I'll just come on your panel if the topic's good and see where it goes.
Yeah. But sound for having us up, Nath, and I appreciated this conversation, man. It's been good.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think we both surprised each other, really, didn't we?
You just didn't shout me, so I'm glad. It means I haven't been naughty today.
Well, yeah, I mean, we
No, I am a wind up. I'm not gonna lie. Like when we got up on Bamford, it's just I don't know. Even all the shit that they say about you, I don't know, Nathan. You got to remember, like, it feels like when you really come on the scene was when I kind of like disappeared from YouTube for like a good while, almost like a year. Just like didn't go on lives, weren't welcome in a lot of them anyway, so it was kind of pointless.
I come on here, you know, Mr. didn't really give a fuck, and the problem is that stirred up, you know, certain people because it's like, this person's just come on here and we've been around for ages, and it's just like, I literally have to earn respect.
So I didn't actually know about any of the stuff, even that.
That doesn't really. Yeah, but
no, it doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is, even all of that, I'm just saying.
The point I'm making here is basically, I basically now, like, fucking certain people I've actually fallen out with, I used to get on with them quite well, and it kind of, you know, this shows you really, it's like I have to earn respect on an app full of pretty much a lot of trash, where the same people who are basically, you know, trying to say that you know, you need to go and change, you know, oh, like they're pointing the finger, are the same ones who are actually acting worse than what you apparently are acting. And it's funny because you've got to earn respect on this app, which none of these people own. They just think they do. Do you know what I mean? It's like the only person who actually owns this is YouTube. YouTube owns this app. No other
Jews, I
cunts.
think the Jews own it, to be fair. I think the Jews own it. Like, genuinely, I think they're Jewish. Whoever owns it, like.
I don't give a fuck.
Wait, listen, Nick, anyway, I'm going to jump off, bro. But like I say, take care of yourself, bro. Appreciate you having me up. And like I say, fuck the haters. Don't give them the airtime. And spend your fucking time, man. Spend, like, where, like, you know what I mean? You like wanting about rather than where people are just going to be a cunt to you. And you'll find that, like, this whole YouTube shit becomes a lot less stressful.
Oh, I'm finding that one up very, 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 very quick.
And I ain't gonna charge. That's my advice, and it's free of charge. But I'll catch you in a bit, Nick.
Well, even if you was gonna go and charge, I'm still gonna say fuck you anyway.
All right, so take care.
All right, peace out.
See you in a bit, mate.
All right, everyone, I am off. It's been an alright conversation, really. I'm off, everyone. Have a good one. Peace out. And yeah, I was going to go and put this live private, but it's actually been quite an alright live, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's been a pretty good conversation for once. Thank you to all the mods in the chat. Yeah. Ghosters. Yogi, if I could see you, I'd fucking ban you. You're not welcome in here, as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, bye bye all.